Hey everybody, it's me, Mr. Moondog, and I'm doing a different video than what I've done before. What I'm doing is, in my opinion, type of a video where I'm going to take and go, what if the Monkey Show guys were the stunt drivers for the Fast and the Furious guys? So basically I'm taking the Monkey Show's driving styles and putting it to the character needed that matches up best for, between the two. And I took some time and came up with this while at work. I was listening to the movie in the background and came up with the idea, and I'm like, flirted through the top of my head, well, who would do the driving for Dominic Toretto from the Monkey Show? And that's how it started. And I debated with myself, and I've gone over some of these things, and I want to premise this here with early on going, I am not matching the actual movie character to the personality. That might be something different to be done later on, but what I've done now is just a driving style. So there's going to be a couple where it's crosses gender just because it best matches the person to the driving style needed for the movie. So that all being said, we're going to go through and we're going to do this sort of in a reverse order. There's 12 monkeys that I have on the list, and we're going to go in reverse order. And we're going to start with Kai and Zach from Cavalier Roy, his sons. They've raced with us, and thinking about it, the best driving styles that they match up to is the Brazilian police force from the fifth movie. I'm going to have to stop and think about which movie which for some of these, but yes, they are the Brazilian police force. We could push them out of the way, all that, and then they'll keep coming back for more. So that's sort of a good thing. It's not a negative. Number 10 is affectionately known as PG. I'm going to take the moment to. No, it's still good. That is Polite Guild. I think that's how his Discord name is. It's PG. So, yeah, Polite Guild 6. Polite is a really nice guy, and I took a minute to have to figure out who he is. And this is one of those ones where it crosses gender. He is Mia Toretto. And the reason I say that, you've seen him drive. He's comparable. You can put him in the car and stuff and drive, and he'll drive anything. And you see glimpses that they can be very good drivers. So that's PG is the stunt driver for Mia Toretto. Sorry. Next would be our friend Armor Suit. Took me a couple minutes to think about this, and he is Agent Eric Reisner, stunt driver. That would be, for anyone that doesn't recognize real quick who that is Mr. Nobody's assistant from the last two movies, and comparable driver, very gung-ho, and can be maybe led to do something that he shouldn't do as a driver. So with some of the racing, you can sort of get him to do that. So that's why I picked him for that. Next would be our friend Dan. Took me a minute because there's a lot of similar driving styles between some of the monkeys, but I found the person for him. He is Tego Leo. Who's Tego Leo? He is the gentleman from the third and fourth movies. No, fourth and fifth movies, when they're stealing the gas from the tanker truck. He's one of the drivers that they were harassing about him taking 6-7 times to back up and hit the spot. If you happen to remember that part, he's also the guy that was in the movie when they're robbing the guy from Brazil and uh, with the explosives and driving the garbage truck and stuff. He's that driver. So Dan is him. Next we have Kev the Blue Bear. Kev is that mysterious. He's always good, sort of right there. I saw a little, had to stop and remember what kind of driver he was a little bit. And he's one of those ones that it best fits him. He's Giselle. Cold-hearted, quick driver that you don't know how good they really are until all of a sudden you go, oh crap. So Kev would be Giselle's character's stunt driver. Next we have Zigzag, or Zig. Zig best fits Tej Parker. He, calculating driver, can drive very smoothly and knows when to back off. I mean, if you remember in the second movie, he goes, they were trying to get him to race, and he goes, no, I crashed in a wall doing a $125 and all that, and just doesn't race anymore. But after that, you see him always driving, and he's always in the best car. So that's Zig. Draco was sort of easy. Draco is Roman Pierce. You first meet Roman, he is in the Demolition Derby. He's smashing cars and going through everything. On top of it, he can drive, and he can be a little mouthy while he's doing it. Hello, Mr. Officer, and all that. So, crashing into the police officers and all that. Draco is Roman Pierce, stunt driver. Next, we have Stu B. Stu is, let's just face it, you give him a car and you tell him to drive and drive through something, he will. And that's where I got the realization that he is Agent Luke Hobbs, stunt driver. You ask him to drive through a wall, he'll do it. And then he'll ask you to, can he do it again because you didn't think he got it right. So he can drive, and then he can also smash stuff. That's our friend Stu. Next we have is David. David's sort of the one that I had a little hard time with, but then as I was looking through some of the characters on the list, it popped into my head and it matched really well. He's Vince. You never know that he's there driving because he's always doing a very good job, and he's always there in the right spot at the right time. So that is David's driving style, and that's who he would be driving for. So we're getting to the top of the list here. And next would be our friend BP. BP driving styles very quick, very fast. You expect him to be at the front, and he wins all the time, except for every once in a while when there's the group of us racing, he always seems to come in second place. And that goes a little bit towards character that put me with him, and that's why BP is Brian O'Connor's driver, stunt driver. Quick, fast, always good in whichever car you give him. But, he's just that here a little bit off. And the reason we say that is because Roy is our Dominic Toretto character driver. Always there, always the one in front, and the one that you always want to beat. So that's our list. You go, wait a minute. You forgot someone. Didn't you forget yourself? I did not forget me, and it took me a while, and I was trying to figure out which one I worked out, and then it crashed into my head while I was watching the videos that I was getting ready for the background scenery that you're watching. I'm Sean Boswell, the kid from the Tokyo Drift one. Really quick, really good, but don't know how to drift. But still, he gets really good and learns how to race really well. So that's our list and that's our group. And I hope you take a moment and comment and critique what I had said. Give me some responses, and if you liked it, let me know. Um, Thanks for hanging out and listening to this, and I'm expecting some comments and criticisms and maybe some thumbs up. So thanks for hanging out, and I will catch y'all later.